Marie, all that cleaning you did was all done very carelessly, I see. Why did you not put more time and effort into all of it? Do you think this level of cleanliness around the house is really okay?
Huh? You think that I did all of that work with little effort? I'm sorry, but I put in a lot more effort than you think.
Right now, it doesn't seem like you're here, so can you hurry it up and get back to the house to actually give this place a proper cleaning?
I'm going to have to work really soon now, so I don't think I can at the moment. When I'm back over there tomorrow, I'll make sure to put a bit more elbow grease into all of the chores.
And you're just an overnight janitor, so you'll be doing the same job there that you should have gotten done here, right? You're better off just giving up that job and coming back to me, since I'm sure they're not paying you much anyway. I mean, the most fun you have at that job is probably cleaning the toilets there, right? I guess you've really lost what it meant to be a human being.
Joyce, if you're looking to take more jabs at me, can we do all of this another time? I'm a bit busy right now and won't have much time to read your messages.
You think you're really that busy? When you actually start putting in proper work every day, both at my house and at your job, then you can tell me you're busy. This is my first time ever seeing someone as lazy and useless as you are, Marie. How about you actually start to take your job cleaning my house up more seriously from now on?
I'm just a little curious, but what part of me is so useless to you? Not only am I working nights as a janitor to make extra money, but during the day I'm over at your house taking care of your husband and doing the chores for you both. And it's always been me doing the chores back home because my husband won't pick up a broom. I have had nobody helping me along, and I've at least made it up to here. Yet even after all the work I've given, you're going to say that I'm useless? Are you sure you slept on the right side of the bed today, Joyce?
I'm just telling you the truth about yourself. I'm just trying to let you know that we really don't need you around us anymore, so what's bad about that? I'm not happy with the fact that recently you've been really falling behind when it comes to getting the chores done around my house. If you don't start picking up the pace and getting all the cleaning done right, I'm going to have to kick you out for good.
I have not been falling behind with any of the chores there. And if there is ever a time where you think I'm falling behind, it might just be because I'm super tired and need a moment to rest.
Tired and need a rest, huh? Why are you tired?
I'm working a job overnight. I have to do both the chores at my house and your house, and I have to care for my father-in-law. The only way I'm even able to work a job is by doing it overnight, because that's the only time your husband is asleep and I can have some time of my own. I'm working a job overnight. I have to do both the chores at my house and your house, and I have to care for my father-in-law. I'm not upset about the schedule I have. At least not yet. But when I'm on my feet all day and night, I really do not get the right amount of sleep I should be. And so recently, I'm not surprised to see that I'm getting a bit tired from not having a break.
What are you talking about? All that seemed to me like was a load of excuses.
Excuses?
I'm also working a job that takes time away from me and leaves me feeling tired, and I'm way older than you are right now, Marie, yet I am still working a job. You have no right to complain to me about being tired when I'm double your age and work still.
I believe I do have a right to complain a little, though. So please do not say such hurtful things like that to me.
And if you do not do the chores here properly for me anymore, then my son is going to start to think twice about a woman like you. So if you understand that now, then maybe it's time you stop sitting around and actually get some decent work done for me for once.
I'm on my way to work now. And I believe I have completed all my chores for the day there and completed them to a good standard. So if you still have any complaints about what I've done, perhaps it's time you question yourself more than me.
You! What kind of dinner is this? I know something's up with you now. All of this, what the hell do you think you're doing by making something like this?
What are you complaining about now, Joyce?
I am not messing around right now, all right? I know everything about what's been going on with you, and I want to know why. Why have you brought home pre-made food for us to eat for dinner? These dishes all came from that supermarket down by the water park, right?
Oh, that's right. I didn't have enough time to get all your meals ready for today, so I just thought it would be all right for me to pick some things up from that supermarket for you to eat. Is it such a problem for you to be eating something like that?
Are you kidding me? You think it's acceptable to give me food like this? Why are you such an awful woman and wife? You should always be able to make food for everyone, no matter what time you do or don't have. You never seem to get any of the chores done here anymore, and I'm sure you just want to keep things that way forever, don't you?
Joyce, today I had to take your husband into the hospital for one of his routine appointments there. And since I have to work now for the night, I thought on my way home I'd pick up some food for you guys to eat that you'd both enjoy. Why do you think you have to throw a temper tantrum when all I've done is brought a few simple dishes for you to eat with dinner? You have to understand that I'm getting tired of not only all the work and chores I have to do, but also of your behavior towards me.
I can no longer accept you as my son's wife anymore when all you're going to do is slack off and not get your job done. I want you to divorce my son and leave his house.
Now you're really wanting to take things to the next level. Are you sure you'd want me doing something like that?
I can no longer think of having you around this house when all you do is sit around doing nothing. You divorce my son now.
I guess you really are sure about all of that. You think that I'm slacking off because of one instance where I've bought some pre-made food from the store and served it to you both for dinner? Well, if even something as little as that is going to get you to throw a fit, then I guess there's nothing left for me to do with you.
I'm the one who has no idea what to do with you anymore. I have had to put up with you forever now, being one of the worst women on this planet, all because you're too lazy to get real work done. And I think Drake is thinking the same thing of you. Maybe that's why he's never home anymore? I bet he has himself another woman now, and she's probably leagues above you in everything.
You think so? Well, if you're going to be bringing up things like that now, I have no other choice but to leave your family. I think I'm completely fine with a divorce now.
And since you can't even do the simplest of things like make dinner for me anymore, I'll be glad to have you gone and out of my hair. We can go right back to handling things here by ourselves, and I'm sure it'll all be a lot easier now without you.
I'll be going then.
And don't you ever come back to my family and house again.
I won't. When I'm finished with my work, I'll be over tomorrow to get all of my things and be gone. Out of your sights for good. And once I'm gone, don't ever expect me to come back again. And by the way, since I'll be busy preparing myself to leave and all that, I want you to watch after your husband for me.
Huh?
He'll have to go to the hospital as well. He's had to go at least 4 times a week now for the past few months.
He goes that often? I never knew that.
I know. Now, I'm going to do just as you've wished and leave all of you guys forever. And if anything is to happen to you guys after I'm gone, that's all just a part of what you asked for. I mean, you were praying for something like this to happen after all. I'd like for you to remember that if you regret anything, it's going to be far too late to ask me to come back and help.
I won't regret a second of my life after you're gone. Having a useless woman like you out of our lives will finally allow for us to breathe some fresh air again. Don't you ever come back, you frickin' witch.
You'd better hold responsibility for all you've just said to me. Goodbye forever now. And so long.
Marie, when do you plan on coming back here? You've been away from this house for far too long. Do you have any common sense left in that head of yours?
Excuse me? What are you talking about right now? Joyce, Drake and I got a divorce, and so I have no plans of ever coming back to any of you guys ever again.
Why are you making stupid jokes like that now? Get your butt back here right now. You're being a pain in my butt right now.
I'm not really sure what the hell you're talking about, but I'm not going back there. Why are you even talking to me right now after all you said before?
Without you around the house anymore, the place is turning into a total pigsty.
Really? Who would have guessed that? So are you trying to get me to come back there now only because you were too incompetent to do their chores there? You're a total nut job thinking that you can call your son's ex-wife back over to help out for reasons like that.
Shut up! I didn't think that you being gone would cause my place to end up like this in only 1 week.
Also, I'm sure you're aware that the money I was making from my overnight job is what was supporting your house, right?
Huh? What the hell are you going on about now? Drake is still working right now, so of course he's been the one supporting us this whole time.
Your son is not putting a single penny into your house right now.
What?
I think you'd be better off asking him to start putting money into your house, though, now that I'm no longer there to help. If you don't, he's only going to keep growing further and further from you guys, only spending that money on himself. And when it comes to the medical care for your husband, it's not free. So it's really time you figure out where to get that money from, all right?
You're trying to tell me that this whole time you've been the one putting money into our family? I can't even imagine a half-baked woman like you ever being able to do that.
And I'm not asking you to imagine it. I'm just telling you the truth is all. In my case, I've been working nights every night for a long time now. And on top of that, I was taking care of your husband for you and doing all the chores in the house. And since I'm now no longer a part of the family and I'm long gone, your house has started to have crap build up everywhere. Because you have no clue what you're doing, right? I'm starting to wonder if any of the neighbors are starting to become aware of the stench that's radiating from your home right now.
What? Stench radiating from my home? If they think so, then why aren't they telling me anything?
Maybe they don't want to be seen talking to someone that allows themselves to live in a mess like that? Well, I can totally imagine the dump you're all living in right now. It's pretty hilarious, actually. Joyce, you can't even get any chores done yourself. And when it comes to cleaning, I'm sure you have no idea what needs to be done.
That's because that was your job before.
But before I was part of the family, you were able to handle all that yourself, right?
But I've been so busy working a job of my own.
What? I'm the one that had to be at work for 8 hours a day, Joyce? What are you actually talking about? I worked my 8-hour job every night and then came back to your place to clean up all that trash you left all over, as well as cooked and took care of your husband. Are you not even going to thank me for all that work? Well, at this point, I don't care for your thanks, since it wouldn't be sincere coming from you anyway. But I couldn't have been the only one aware that when I left you guys, that house would become a pigsty, right?
You can say that all you like, but I never actually thought things would get this bad here.
Are you even taking care of your husband properly? If you're not tending to all his needs, then maybe you should call a professional in to care for him.
But having a pro come in to care for him would only cost us more money. I'm already on my last leg trying to get the money we need here as things are.
Well, maybe if you weren't using all that money you make from that little part-time job of yours on yourself, you'd have some money saved to use on a pro for him. But you seem to only really care about yourself, even when things are becoming this bad for you. You're his wife, though, Joyce, so you really should be caring for him a lot more than you are, right? Anyway, I'm going to recommend you get a professional to take care of him, all right? I feel really sorry for your husband after all.
But I can't do everything. I am able to take care of him properly, just like you did, but I never have any time to get the chores done while caring for him. And I can't just quit my part-time job to be at home 24/7. Why would this be happening to me when I really need money as well?
Seriously? Why are you complaining about things like that to me?
Excuse me? You're the one that took care of all this before, shoving all the responsibilities onto me, so please do something to help me.
Is there anything I can do about you guys now?
You can at least come over here and clean for us.
I've already divorced Drake, and there is no going back to him. You and I are complete strangers now. And that means when it comes to your problems, I have nothing to do with them. Why did you even decide to text me today after asking me to leave for good?
I can't do this anymore. I cannot believe you talk to your own mother-in-law like that. You can come back here.
Wait, what?
I'm sure you're living in hell right now all by yourself, right? And for a while I assumed there was no place for you here in my family. But I guess when it comes to using you as a janitor here, I could find some use still in you. You have no other option besides coming back here, so come on home.
What the actual hell is going on with you?
Well then, you can come back here tomorrow.
I have no freaking reason to come back to you, you brainless dunce.
What? What did you just say? Did you just call me a brainless dunce?
Who the hell would say something like you did after all the hell you put me and yourself through? I'm not coming back to your house after all that crap. Like, come on. I'm honestly wondering why after 1 week you're already throwing common sense out the window like that. I told you about all of this before, right? No matter what happens to you all over there, you deserve it, right?
But Drake has told me he never wanted to get a divorce from you. How about you go back to him and talk all of this through? Maybe you'll start to love him again. Then you can come back here and live with us at this house all the time.
No freaking way, you butthead. Nope. You act like I'd ever fall in love with a man like him again when he was the one cheating on me. So no freaking thanks.
What? He cheated on you?
He was putting all the money he earned into this other chick he'd been going out with while having me stay with you and your husband to keep you both pleased. He even had me paying for you both and never gave a single penny. He's an awful man, and I'd cut off my own hands before going back to him. I already have myself a lawyer right now, and he's working on getting me a settlement from Drake. And once that's happened, you guys will really be down on your luck, right?
You've taken things that far now? You really don't have to get a settlement from him, though.
Also, I'm in a new apartment of my own now where I'm able to relax a little and enjoy my own money for once.
What? You've already gotten an apartment?
I'm not going to have anything to do with you guys for the rest of time after I get that money from Drake. So good luck on taking care of both your husband and the house from now on. And with that, the useless woman you hated so much is going to say bye-bye now. Isn't this great, Joyce? You got just what you asked for. Bye-bye now. In the end, I went ahead and completely ignored both Drake and Joyce for the rest of my life. Joyce was never able to pay anything off on her own, and so she's begun borrowing money to try and stay on the bank's good side. Her husband has also begun living without a lot of the care he received before, and his health has started to pay for that. And in Drake's case, he had to end up using all his savings and then some borrowed money paying off the settlement I asked him for. After just a few weeks of neglecting her husband to work more and do the chores, she started to realize that he was dying, and so had to give up her work in order to care for him full time. But when it comes to doing the chores, she still had a hard time getting around to them routinely, and so the house still looks as bad as it did a week after I left. I know that witch was trying to have her fun kicking me out of the house for no good reason, but after making a poor choice like that, she's the one paying in sweat and tears.